The 1934 FIFA World Cup, held in the shadow of global economic depression and rising political tensions, marked a pivotal moment in football's history. Following the success of the inaugural tournament in Uruguay 4 years earlier, the second edition faced numerous challenges. The decision to host the tournament in Italy, a country already under the grip of Benito Mussolini's fascist regime, immediately sparked controversy. Despite the turbulent backdrop, the tournament proceeded with 16 teams vying for the title. This marked a significant increase from the 13 that had participated in Uruguay, highlighting the growing global appeal of football. However, the spectre of political manipulation loomed large, casting a long shadow over the competition. The 1934 World Cup would ultimately be remembered as much for its political undertones as for its on-field action. It was a tournament where sport and politics became inextricably intertwined, setting a dangerous precedent for future events. The world watched with bated breath as the drama unfolded on Italian soil. The beautiful game played out against a backdrop of uncertainty and fear. The 1934 World Cup marked the introduction of a qualification process, a testament to the sport's burgeoning global popularity. 32 nations entered the qualifying rounds, signalling a significant increase in participation compared to the inaugural tournament. This expansion reflected football's growing reach beyond its traditional European and South American strongholds. Among the notable contenders were defending champions Uruguay, who declined to participate in protest of the European team's refusal to travel to their country 4 years prior. Their absence was a blow to the tournament's prestige, but Austria's Wunder team, renowned for their innovative and fluid style of play, entered the tournament as favourites. Led by the prolific goalscorer Matthias Sindelar, they were considered by many to be the most technically gifted team in the world. Italy, bolstered by home advantage and the unwavering support of Mussolini, also harboured ambitions of lifting the trophy. The Azzurri, as they were known, boasted a talented squad, spearheaded by the legendary Giuseppe Meazza. The stage was set for a clash of styles and a battle for footballing supremacy.
The 1934 World Cup was inextricably intertwined with the political machinations of Benito Mussolini's fascist regime. Mussolini recognized the tournament's propaganda potential, viewing it as an opportunity to showcase Italy's strength and national unity to the world. The tournament was heavily promoted by the fascist government, with images of Mussolini and fascist symbols omnipresent throughout the host cities. Stadia were adorned with fascist banners, and the Italian team was paraded as a symbol of national pride.
Mussolini's influence extended beyond mere symbolism, however. Rumours of match-fixing and refereeing bias in favour of Italy were rampant throughout the tournament. Foreign journalists reported intimidation and pressure from the fascist authorities, while some players later claimed to have been threatened. The 1934 World Cup became a chilling example of how sport could be used as a tool for political gain. Mussolini's manipulation of the tournament tarnished its legacy, raising questions about the fairness of the competition and the true cost of victory.
Italy's path to victory in the 1934 World Cup was not without its controversies. The Azzurri, fueled by a combination of genuine talent and dubious officiating, navigated a series of increasingly tense matches. Their journey began with a comfortable victory over the but the level of competition soon intensified. In the quarter-finals, Italy faced a stern test against Spain. The match went to a replay after a controversial draw, with accusations of refereeing bias favoring the hosts. In the replay, Italy emerged victorious, but their win was overshadowed by persistent doubts about its legitimacy.
The semi-final pitted Italy against Austria's Wunder team. In a tense and fiercely contested match, Italy prevailed by a single goal, but again, questions were raised about the impartiality of the officiating. The final saw Italy face Czechoslovakia, another team that had benefited from favourable refereeing decisions earlier in the tournament. The final itself was a dramatic affair, with both teams displaying skill and determination. Italy ultimately triumphed in extra time, securing their first World Cup title. However, their victory was forever tainted by the allegations of corruption and political interference that had plagued the tournament. Section 5. Shadows of Doubt, Controversy and the Spectre of Corruption. The 1934 World Cup was marred by persistent allegations of corruption and political interference, casting a long shadow over Italy's victory.
From the outset, the tournament was shrouded in controversy, with accusations of match-fixing and refereeing bias in favor of the hosts. Foreign journalists reported numerous instances of intimidation and pressure from the fascist authorities, while some players later claimed to have been threatened.
The officiating in several key matches was highly questionable, with decisions often going in Italy's favour. The most egregious example was arguably the quarter-final replay between Italy and Spain.
The Spanish team protested vehemently against the referee's performance, alleging that he had been biased towards the hosts. Similar complaints were made after Italy's semi-final victory over Austria.
The widespread suspicions of corruption tarnished the tournament's legacy and raised serious questions about the legitimacy of Italy's victory. The 1934 World Cup became a cautionary tale about the dangers of political interference in sport and the importance of maintaining the integrity of competition. Section 6. Enduring Impacts. The 1934 World Cup's place in history. The 1934 World Cup, despite its controversies, left an enduring impact on football history. It marked a significant step in the global popularization of the sport, with the introduction of a qualification process, attracting a record number of participating nations. This demonstrated football's growing reach beyond its traditional strongholds, laying the groundwork for its emergence as a truly global phenomenon. The tournament also showcased a higher level of tactical sophistication compared to its predecessor. Teams like Austria's Wunderteam captivated audiences with their innovative and fluid style of play, emphasizing short passing and intelligent movement. This marked a shift away from the more rudimentary and physical approaches that had characterized earlier eras of the game. While Italy's victory was tarnished by allegations of corruption, it nonetheless established them as a force to be reckoned with on the international stage. The Azzurri's success laid the foundation for their future dominance in world football, culminating in their triumph at the 1938 World Cup. Section 7. A legacy marred the dark side of triumph. The 1934 World Cup, though a significant milestone in the sport's evolution, remains a tournament forever marked by the sinister shadow of fascism. Benito Mussolini's regime, notorious for its brutality and oppression, shamelessly exploited the event for propaganda purposes, tainting the spirit of competition. The omnipresent fascist symbols, the carefully orchestrated displays of nationalism, and the constant pressure on the Italian team to win at any cost created an unsettling atmosphere. Allegations of match-fixing and refereeing bias added another layer of controversy, tarnishing Italy's victory and raising questions about the integrity of the tournament itself. The 1934 World Cup serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of sport to political manipulation. It highlights the importance of safeguarding the integrity of competition and ensuring that sporting events are not hijacked for ideological purposes. The legacy of the 1934 World Cup is therefore a mixed bag, a blend of sporting progress and political exploitation. It is a tournament that should be remembered both for its contribution to the development of football and for the cautionary tale it offers about the dangers of allowing politics to contaminate the beautiful game. Section 8. The evolution of football tactical innovations and emerging styles. The 1934 World Cup witnessed significant tactical innovations that shaped the future of football. Gone were the days of rudimentary kick-and-rush tactics. Teams began to embrace more sophisticated approaches, prioritizing possession, passing and intelligent movement. Austria's Wunderteam, led by the visionary Hugo Meisel, exemplified this tactical shift. Their fluid, short passing game, known as the Danubian Whirl, captivated audiences and confounded opponents. Players like Matthias Sindelar, with his exceptional dribbling skills and tactical awareness, became the embodiment of this new, more aesthetically pleasing style of play. Italy, while also benefiting from some dubious officiating, showcased a more pragmatic approach. Their disciplined defence and quick counter-attacks, spearheaded by the clinical finishing of Giuseppe Meazza, proved highly effective. This tactical contrast highlighted the evolving nature of football, with different styles vying for supremacy on the world stage. The 1934 World Cup, therefore, not only marked a step forward in the global popularisation of football, but also showcased the tactical innovations that would continue to shape the sport for decades to come. It was a tournament where the beautiful game began to evolve into the complex and nuanced sport we know today. Section 9. Beyond the pitch, social and cultural echoes of the 1934 World Cup. The 1934 World Cup, held against a backdrop of global economic depression and rising political tensions, transcended its sporting context to become a cultural and social phenomenon. For a brief period, the world's attention was captivated by the drama unfolding on the football pitch, offering a much-needed distraction from the uncertainties of the time. In Italy, the tournament was seized upon by Mussolini's regime as a propaganda tool to promote national unity and project an image of strength and vitality. The Azzurri's victory, though marred by controversy, sparked widespread celebrations and fueled a sense of national pride. However, beyond the orchestrated displays of nationalism, the tournament also fostered a sense of community and shared passion among fans from different countries. For those who had witnessed the horrors of World War I firsthand, the sight of people from different nations coming together in the spirit of sport offered a glimmer of hope in an increasingly fractured world. The 1934 World Cup, therefore, left its mark not only on the history of football, but also on the social and cultural landscape of the time. It demonstrated the power of sport to unite, to inspire, and to offer a brief respite from the challenges of a turbulent era. Section 10. A world stage set. The 1934 World Cup as a precursor to future spectacles. The 1934 World Cup, despite its flaws and controversies, established a blueprint for future tournaments, solidifying its place as a pivotal event in the evolution of the world's most popular sport. The tournament's expanded format, with the introduction of a qualification process, paved the way for increased global participation, making it truly a world championship. The 1934 World Cup also highlighted the growing commercial potential of football. The tournament generated significant revenue through ticket sales, merchandise, and international broadcasting rights. This financial success demonstrated the sport's ability to attract a mass audience and laid the foundation for the billion-dollar industry it would become. Moreover, the tournament showcased the power of football to transcend cultural and linguistic barriers. For a few weeks, the world was united in its passion for the beautiful game, demonstrating the sport's universal appeal. This unifying spirit would come to define future World Cups, solidifying its status as a global spectacle. The 1934 World Cup, with all its complexities and contradictions, served as a crucial stepping stone in the journey of football from a niche sport to a global phenomenon. It laid the groundwork for future tournaments to become the grand spectacles they are today, captivating billions worldwide and showcasing the very best of human athleticism, drama and passion.